Hi everyone. Today we will discuss about input statements in Python. So input statements are very important here to take the input from the user, and you can able to give the input from the keyboard. So here what we will going to do. First we will going to discuss about what do you mean by input statements. Later we will discuss. So whatever user gives as an input function converts into string. So from the keyboard, whatever the input, either it may be integer, float, otherwise it's a string, whatever the thing you want to provide as an input from the keyboard, that will be converted into string. Nothing but output will be in the format of string. If user enters an integer value, still input function converts into the string. So suppose example, I will going to give an input from the keyboard 10. So 10 is basically string. So that is what exactly they are talking about. So if you need an integer, you have to use the type conversion. Suppose I will show you in the programming, don't worry. So what we will going to do, we will going to give one input from the keyboard. Whatever the input you will want to give the from the keyboard, if it is an integer, that integer will be converted into string. But what exactly the user is required, that value has to be in the format of integer. But see, by default it is turning into string. So we wanted to avoid that one. What to do for that? We have to use a type conversion. This is important here. So type conversion is required here. This one. No. Again, next one we will see. For example, you can take this like this. So for example, you are entering an input, that is your mobile number. So you will going to provide a mobile number. That mobile number by default, it will be converted into string and it will going to assign. Please understand here very carefully. It will be assigned to this particular variable. So like that, it will be assigned. So that is one important thing we need to understand. So this one from here, we can see this. Hmm. See, whatever the number I will going to provide here, that number that will be converted, okay, so to string, and it will be assigned to this particular variable that is called it as mobile here. So this is a variable. So like that, it will going to be converted. Nothing but by default, this input function, basically function, what it will going to do, it will going to do one particular task. Here, what is that particular task? Whatever the input it will going to receive, that will be converted into string. By default, it is turning into string. That is what we have to understand here. And next one we'll see. Again, for the same thing, you can able to see what we will going to do. So mobile number, you can see here, mobile number is a variable. I already told you. So what is the use of variable means? You can able to store the data into that particular memory location. That memory location will going to have an address. From that, you can able to retrieve the data. So that mobile number actually it is converting into string. So that one I am doing the type conversion by using conversion method, that is integer. So I will going to provide here integer, then automatically this string, whatever the input you have given from the keyword, that string has been converted into integer. Again, that value, complete value will be stored into MB. This is exact the process will going to happen. And complete this, instead of writing two lines, we will going to make it optimize so that I can bring all these two lines in one line by making optimization. See here, we are taking the mobile number. So that is as an input here. I will go to draw here. I will going to take the mobile number, some number, any number, your mobile number. So that is the input function we're going to do. And the entire number will be converted or type conversion. So it will going to happen and it will be given to this particular variable. Now, so whatever the value you have provided integer, that will be integer. Okay, it is not a string. By default, actually, before it was converting by default as a string, but it will not going to convert as a string here. So now it is converting into number. Again, we will see more examples. Same thing for if you are providing the value some floating point number, decimal number. So it will take the number and it will be converted into decimal point, nothing but float value, and it will give assigned to price. Price is a variable here. Again, one more we will see. Again, if you are giving any complex number, x plus iy like that, or any numbers, so that will be taken as a number here. Again, it will be by default, it will be in the form of a string that will be converted into this data type, that is complex. Integer, float, complex are data types actually. So entire data will be converted into complex and it will be assigned to mobile. So these are the variables: mobile, price, again mobile. These are all variables here. Again, further, you can see this. So these are all inputs. Again, you can see the syntax here. One more. So what is the syntax for this? You can observe here. Okay. See, you can observe here. Syntax is this. So for input function, so you have to use the keyword that is called as input, and you have to provide the brackets. And see, inside we will going to provide the string. That one we will call it as a prompt here, nothing but string. Okay. And a prompt is a string or message representing a default message before input. It is a optional actually. So that is left to you people. I will want to provide. Okay. So this is what exactly the syntax looks like. Okay. This is actually prompt. We will call it as prompt and take the input. Okay. Again, it will assign the value to this particular variable like this. We can able to go. And we will go to write program on this, and we will go to understand very neatly about this. Okay. So I will going to write a program for input function. Now see here what I will do. Let's take a function that is called it as print. This is actually output function print. Now I said prompt. It's a string actually. Okay. So here in this, what I will say, I will go to give one message, something like enter your name, something like that. You do whatever you want it. It's left to you people. So when I run this, shift enter you do, it is asking enter your name. Okay. So enter your name is fine. But what I want to do, I want to take the input from the keyboard. User wants to enter from the keyboard. So that is the reason why we can do like this. Input your name you can able to provide here. So basically we understood very clearly. So you can, when we will go to run this one, see, enter your name, you will go to enter the name. Okay, something like you will go to enter Manish. You can see Manish we are getting. Actually, it's a by default we are getting. Okay. Uh, but I want input function, but actually it's a string. You can able to see actually it is a string. I will show you that one also. Now, what I will do here, instead of print function, I will going to use the input function here. See here, everyone. Input function. I will going to use input function. This input function will going to ask enter your name, and it will going to accept the particular string. Again, it will go to assign to some variable. Name, take it as a name as a variable that is equal to. Okay. Now what I will do, I will go to run this program. Basically, you can see enter your name. Okay, what I will do, I will go to enter my name. Okay, Manish. Now we are not getting the output, it is not printing the output, just we are getting enter your name, Manish, like that you are getting. But I wanted to know, so what type it is representing. Okay, whatever the input I have provided, that is Manish, what it is representing, we wanted to know. We have to understand that one. So that is the reason what I will do. I will do the type here, uh, just like this, print, and here I will make a type. I wanted to know what type it is giving. Okay, really by default, what type it is giving, I wanted to know. Just that is the reason why we are doing this one. Now you see here. I will going to provide these values, something like Manish. Okay, now you see. So this is by default, it is taking the input function is taking the input and it is assigning the value to name. Name is a variable, and I'm asking the variable, what is the type you are accepting? What type you are accepting? Okay, whatever the input we are providing, what type you are accepting, I am asking. It is saying that very clearly, I'm accepting the string. So that is first string. But suppose example, same thing what I will do. So here, I will going to enter some number 23. Now still you see I entered the number. Okay. So if you wanted, you can change it here. Enter mobile number like that. Okay. And here you mention mobile number. Okay, like this. Here also I will mention mobile number. Now see here. Basically, I wanted to enter the number. Okay, that number will going to be given to mobile number variable. So I am checking the type here. Now I will want to rerun. Now see, I will want to enter some number, something like 885965, something number I am giving, inputting. See, still it is saying it is a string. What is my intention? I have to accept as a number. So for that, what we have to do? We have to do the type conversion. So how to do the type conversion? Very simple. Mobile number, that is equal to, okay. Again, what we will do? Type is what actually we want. Exactly, we want integer type. Okay, int, and we will want to mention the variable mobile number. So mobile number having a value. So that is basically, initially it is a string. So here I am taking that value over here and I am saying that you convert this value into integer value, nothing but number. So then that value will be assigned to this particular one, nothing but what it is, it will go to update now. Now what I will do, I will go to run it and you understand what type it is, you will go to get it. Hence before it is giving string, now what it will going to give you. See here, now I will going to enter 55, 63 something. Now see here, it is taking integer. So this is how your type conversion and your input function will go to work. And you wanted to convert the input to in anything, you can able to convert if you want it integer, float, like that. Suppose example mobile number. Again, so if you wanted to something like, see, I will go to enter a price of the mobile. Okay, enter the price of the mobile. Okay, so something you understand like this. So mobile value is something like, I will want to run it, something like 45,632, like this. Okay, it's a number basically. And what I will do, I will want to mention something 50 paisa. So this is a decimal point number. Now what I'm saying here, basically, when I run this program, see here, everyone observe here. Okay. Okay. When I run this program, something like 15.22, something I will want to provide. So basically it is saying that we are getting an error. Why? Because here, so input type is actually that is floating point, but it is converting into integer. So that's why it is saying that the type is missing here. Okay. Invalid literal for integer. So that's why I wanted to convert that value 15.22 into floating point. So just you have to mention here float. So that is what exactly it is. float from integer to float conversion. You can do anything, whatever you want it. So now what I will do, I will go to run this. Now you see, now I will going to provide 22.33. Now run it. See, it is giving now. Okay. So mobile value is 22,000.33 paisa, something like that. So now it is giving a float number. That's what. So whatever the value you will go to take it in the input. Okay. So that will be by default, it will go to convert as a string. If you want to convert into some other type, you have to do the type casting or type conversion. So do the type conversion, automatically it will be good for you. Again, okay, this is actually very lengthy. What I will do, instead of doing like this, I will use in one line, optimize I will do. Yeah. So here I will going to mention int. Okay. Or float, if you want it, you mention float. So now I will going to run the program. So here I will going to run the program. So basically what is that? It will going to take the string, okay, but it will going to convert it to integer and it will go to assign the value to this mobile number. And what I will do now, type is okay. Type will also you will going to get it, as well as I will go to print it. Print and this variable. What is that? Mobile number. Okay, fine. Now I want to enter the sum number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the number. Now I will want to run it. See here, it is an integer. So we are getting very clear. Fine. So this is how we can able to do it. So this is one kind. And say if you want it, if you want to convert it into float, you can able to use it here as a float here. Float like that. Again, you remove this one. It will going to give you the type also. I will want to remove this and I will want to rerun. Now see here what I will do. I will going to provide the value something like 22. Just still it is giving the value 22.0. Why? Because it is converting into float. So this indicates very clearly. So your values are converting. Type conversion is happening. And I will make it here again for integer. What I will want to mention integer here, and I will want to give the input here something like 55. See, you people are getting. Okay. So this is what exactly. Okay. Thank you very much. Further videos we will discuss more.